Alright, imagine this, you're just chilling in your town, minding your business, and suddenly someone just starts dancing. And doesn't stop. Not like a fun dance. More like a possessed, uncontrollable, hours-long, nightmare-inducing dance marathon. Welcome to the dancing plague of 1518. This isn't some movie plot, folks. This is a 100% real, documented historical event that absolutely rocked Strasbourg, France. Seriously wild stuff. So, the year is 1518. The place is Strasbourg, which back then was a part of the Holy Roman Empire. Pretty standard European town. People are living their lives, doing their medieval things, probably worried about actual plagues, not dance plagues. Then, one hot July day, a woman named Frau Trophia steps out of her house. She looks pretty normal, just an average Tuesday. But then, Frau Trophia starts to dance. Not a little jig, not a celebratory twirl. She just starts moving, uncontrollably, in the street. She's just swaying and shuffling, arms flailing, for hours. People probably watched, confused, wondering what in the world was going on. Night falls, but Frau Trophia keeps on dancing. She doesn't stop for food, water, or rest. Just pure, unadulterated, non-stop movement. Her feet are raw, her clothes are probably soaked, but the woman just can't physically stop herself. It's incredibly disturbing to witness. She's exhausted, undoubtedly in pain, yet her body moves independently, locked into this bizarre, relentless rhythm. Pure madness. The locals are completely baffled. Is she possessed? Is it some new illness? No one had ever seen anything quite like this before. By the second day, Frau Trophia is still going strong. Her movements becoming more frantic, almost a desperate struggle against her own body. The bizarre spectacle starts attracting a crowd. People gather, whispering, pointing, a mix of fear and morbid curiosity filling the air. And then, after 2 or 3 days of solo performance, something even crazier happens. Another person joins her. Just starts dancing too. Then another. And another. Within a week, a few dozen people are all uncontrollably dancing in the streets of Strasbourg. Total chaos. Imagine the scene, a growing mob of people, twisting, shaking, sweating, eyes glazed over, unable to stop their frantic movements. It spreads like wildfire. Soon, around 50 people are caught in this bizarre dance craze. The town is absolutely freaking out now. People are collapsing from exhaustion, some literally having heart attacks, or strokes, or just dying from sheer physical strain. But even as some fall, more join. It's like a horrible, tragic flash mob where everyone is forced to participate until they drop dead. The local authorities, the town council, are completely stumped. What do you even do about a dancing plague? There's no handbook for this. They consult with doctors. What's the diagnosis? Is it a curse? A punishment from God? People were terrified and desperate for answers. The physicians of the time had a theory: it was hot blood. Basically, too much blood in the brain, making them dance. Wild theory, right? Their proposed cure? Even wilder. They decided the dancers needed to dance it out. Yes, really. They thought more dancing would fix it. So, the authorities actually encouraged more dancing. They set up stages, hired musicians, and told people to keep going. What could go wrong? They thought if people just danced until the hot blood was gone, they'd recover. Spoiler, it did not work that way. At all. Instead, the number of dancers exploded. More people, seeing others, or perhaps caught by mass hysteria, joined the insane spectacle. The death toll started rising dramatically. Up to 15 people were reportedly dying each day from the relentless, forced movement. Imagine the horror. Your loved ones, your neighbors, dancing themselves to death, while the city actually provides a soundtrack. It was a chaotic, horrific scene. The streets were filled with the sounds of frantic music and the sight of people dying in agony. The dancing plague was now a full-blown catastrophe. Strasbourg was in crisis, with no clear end in sight to this bizarre epidemic. People were desperate for a real solution, not just more stages and louder music. The hot blood theory was clearly not cutting it. Some believed it was a curse from Saint Vitus, a patron saint associated with dancing and epilepsy. Prayers and offerings were made. They even tried moving the remaining dancers to a shrine dedicated to Saint Vitus, hoping divine intervention would stop the madness. Did any of it work? Were they able to stop the ceaseless, deadly dancing? Or did Strasbourg become the ultimate, tragic dance floor? You'll have to wait for part 2 to find out how this absolute nightmare eventually came to an end. Or if it ever truly did.